First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19, 65, cut 19, cut 19.
Here's Ward to throw right away. It's a short one here compared to his tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun to give the Spears. They slow down there as they only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Ward. He'll get this into the hands of the runner from LSU. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
10 at the
18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. When they say no explosives, no big plays, no trouble plays, that's what they've got to take care of.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counting on to be that in-line, point-of-attack blocker that we're used to having in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Ball carried by He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To throw is Ward. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Okay,
And this
quick.
third down looking very tough after the holding
19,
penalty.
19.
Third and
Here
long.
we go. Come back. Hot 70. Hot 70. Warrior 70. Ready up.
Throwing now, Ward. Got his man, a Okonkwo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of
A gain
bounds.
of 15 yards.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Ready.
Going for it, here's Ward. Pass taken in. That has been tight end. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Gunnar Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Ready.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Hot 70. Hot 70.
Now Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but he was smart. He probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Three. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one down inside 45. This one, they're 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 9.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
This is taking it at the 5. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
That's
And
good.
what a big-time play there. 44 yards.
And goal to go.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. He's got his man in stride, complete.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Chigakakro, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Colts 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not very much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Richardson. That's to his tight end, Tyler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
17 yards.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his man on the complete. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here we go, Scott. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short one there. Caught by Warren. Second catch for him to go. Running out the first down.
A gain of 9
The tight end is
yards.
certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Richardson looking to throw this. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Down the right sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
A gain of 34
He'll
yards.
get 34 yards
That's
there.
good for a Colts.
That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake, got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
We'll try again. And he takes it in for a score. DJ Giddens, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the airplanes. And we are tied at 14.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Ward. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a full race. Touchdown. Chigakakwo. His second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute it, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Well, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Panther 11. Come on, come on. Hey,
Richardson looking to throw. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
Intended for
Approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
79, just the Eagles.
Now it's Richardson. Look in the middle of the field. He's got man complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready,
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back. 70 Lions. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right on the field.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Down the field, he's got one. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
A gain of 41 yards on the play.
That's 41 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Richardson will shift things up. First and 10, Taylor now. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13.
He was
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up second
And
and
the big
8.
fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
70 Timberwolves. Cowboy 80.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, Richardson. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Go.
Looking to throw. Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of going out at the 3.
A gain of 15
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's another. Colts.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half
First
number
and
1.
goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up
Here we
first
go,
and
here we
goal.
go. Cougar 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Giddens. Firing, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Now a timeout
It's
taken.
a gain of a yard.
Perhaps
Brings
a chance
up
for one
second
more
and
quick
goal.
play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Taken down.
And with just 4
right at the line of
seconds
scrimmage.
left in this first
No
half,
gain
a
on the
timeout
play.
call.
Brings up third
His
and
path
goal.
became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
QB sneak, Richardson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach really done well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on
number
point.
81.
And now he's getting the ball to start the
A
second
gain of
half.
5 brings
How about
up
all the
second
offense that you
and
already
5
referenced in the first
at
half?
the
He'll
40-yard
put that all
line.
together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
60 Tackle.
Richardson working from the gun. A short one there, caught by Wilson. Giving the gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
60 Bison.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
19, 18. Mustang 19.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. They'll get this one to Peter. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, and he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the 1st down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
19 Tigers. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. No room that time, getting it to about the 46.
On the tackle.
Benjamin St. Juice there on the start.
Brings up
I have to
2nd
think a
and
major
9.
focus at the halftime means had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide out and try to chip someone at the 2nd level.
They gain it 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
For a Colts.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from a defensive perspective.
26-yard line.
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Point away now from tying this ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game. And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in his podcast.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in there.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already know it's going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scoreboard. It's second down.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
19-2. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Here's Ward. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. It's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ward now working out of the gun. Here it's complete. And well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40s. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
We can talk all we want about
line.
football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out his own blitz, he's going to win that ball just about every time.
Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
At the 28-yard
Sometimes it's hard
line.
to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice to do it. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Ready?
Throwing is Ward. He'll complete this one. He'll count for it. 9 yards, not quite enough. And they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain.
It's not football about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
To throw is Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Chimray Dike from 19 yards away. And his guys are going to take the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early. Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown on the ball.
Yeah, exactly right, Paul. But they were bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown. But the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's got that wide open to Green. Touchdown. Extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Point after, right down the middle. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to drive that lead back. And a good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Right back to him on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that one.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Trap 60. Here we go. Trap.
Throwing now, Ward. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 3rd down.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play's so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. That's complete to DK. And he's got this down to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get the first down.
14 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw, here's Ward. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
just shy of midfield. Here's second down at 7.
Come, let's go. 70 Lions. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brings
We
up
see another
third
pitch and
and
catch
5.
there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Go back.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for
They
Danny
don't get the
Gray.
hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready. Hut.
Now Richardson. Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. First down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
Watch the shift. 79 Broncos. Ready.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
12 yards between them and the end zone.
Come on.
Second and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. Quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14.
Brings up third down and 12.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let go.
Back to the air with Richardson. On the slant, Gray with it.
Richardson's
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A gain of 9.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Danny Gray from 4 yards out. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
The kick
They do tack on the extra point as well.
makes the score.
They will take a 7-point lead.
Visitors 28. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they're wisely just taking lead here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hawk 70.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Result is a
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Man, he looks it in stride. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. That's complete.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come up now. Second and 9.
Hey, here we go. Set. Mustang night. Crackle on leading. Go.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Results in a first down.
Here's first down.
Let's go. 18. 5 here. Ready.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. With the clock, 45 seconds to play. This is second down.
Second and 6. At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got a 7-yard gain. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That's a nice play.
Visitors 36. Colts 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Here we go. 7 Pirates. 6.
Here's Richardson. Down the field, he's down one. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. They give the 10 up to the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up second and 3.
Here comes second down.
Come on.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
The Colts field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And